Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know what's going on. Facebook is acting for some reason. I don't know if people are going to be able to get on James W. Hills. I probably need to go in here and I don't know, check something in the destinations. But good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, June 5th, 2025, and you're in the Java Cafe. An amazing show yesterday. Good morning, Nisi, over on Instagram, and Taboo Excalibur, and also Nisi as well over on Instagram. But yesterday, an amazing show with Pops, Term, Mayor Wu, of course. We covered some things. Brother Milton is in the room. Good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. But an amazing show yesterday. Thank all of you for joining us yesterday and also being here this morning. Nisi is also on Facebook. Good morning to you again over here. Mama Java, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Sister Debbie, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Also, Milagro, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Sharon Cornelius, where is your coffee cup? It's good to say hi to everybody, but I need to see the coffee cup so I can do what we do. But Sharon Cornelius, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Pastor Marion, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. And I think I got everybody over on Facebook. So yesterday, an amazing show. Did a couple of clips and they're over on Instagram and they are kind of blowing up. There were so many favorite moments from yesterday, but I think the major favorite moment was with Pops when he leaned in and said, "That's why they call me Pops," with his wisdom. But it was just definitely a time of reflection. It was good to see two Black men like celebrating each other, moving in the space of fatherhood and talking about literacy and things like that. So an amazing show yesterday. If you did not get to see it, because again, I don't know what the heck is going on. Do me a favor. Somebody right now, try to watch on James W. Hills. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. They're getting aggravating. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's Java with Jimmy. So yeah, and if you know me, you know when stuff isn't working right, I get a little bit, I don't know what's going on. But do me a favor. If one of you can just go see if you can even watch over there, just so I know in the background if I need to do some things. But despite some things going on with tech, I am thankful that we're here. Electricity's on, the internet's working, the bill is paid for now. But let's practice some thankfulness this morning and express some gratitude. You know what we do. And Sharon, there you go. Thank you so much for working with us. Mother Lisa Davis, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning over on YouTube. Let's practice some thankfulness this morning. Put one word in the comments to let us know why you're thankful. There's so much to be thankful for. Despite so much that's going on, we're here, we're breathing, we're, the old school. I'm not going to do the testimony. It's not Testimony Tuesday, but thankfulness. Why are you thankful this morning? Give us an idea in the comments. As we also get ready, just to remind you of a few things that are coming up in the Java Cafe. And also before I do that, again, we've been sort of balanced with Pastor Marion says she's thankful for family this morning, listening over on Facebook. We'll start with this and then end with the thankfulness because I want to end in a good space. But your guy down at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is instituting another travel ban. And it's very similar to what he did in his first term. But I believe now, he's let's keep it real. The president is more informed. This is his second term. There are people in the administration that understand now how government should or used to work. And they're executing things that are very, very interesting. Sun Music, the sound of the sun. Good morning to you. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the Java Cafe. I'm going to have to check you out over on Facebook. Thankful. They're saying they're thankful for family as well. And Pastor Marion jumped right in and said he's trying to distract. While he is trying to distract, what we can't be distracted away from is just this. If you look at the countries, and I'm going to go through the names in a minute, and hopefully I get them pronounce them all right. But where are they? I'm actually on the White House's webpage. So I'm trying to find the actual list. The media, okay, they list the country and then give the reason why. Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen. Partial suspension of entry from nationals of countries of identified concern: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone. I think I got that right. Togo, Turkmenistan, Venezuela, not surprised. And only reason Venezuela moved down is because of the judges. Thank God for the judges. And I think that is it. There's some other language in here about NATO and the Secretary of State enforcement and things like that. So I saw a post from a young lady that from the post, I presume that her family, I believe she's of Haitian descent, is visiting Haiti and may not have planned to come back by Monday. You know, so it as Pastor Marion said, it's a distraction, but we got to pay attention to things like this because it people who have had travel plans or whatever, in some of the countries there, you know, they're interesting or whatever, but it's just very interesting. So I just wanted to raise that. In addition to a lot of the other things, this bill, the big budget, beautiful big budget bill, is in the Senate right now. Now, here's a little bit of, I won't say good news, but interesting news. Elon Musk and the administration are going at it. Elon Musk, all of a sudden, Mr. Doge, that doesn't want to do government spending, is at Congress and the administration and against the bill. And the president is the one that's pushing the bill. So if he's against the bill and Congress, who needs to pass it for the president, guess who Elon is really kind of bucking up against? Elon is been clapping the Trump administration and Congress for the past couple of days. And it's going to get very, very, very interesting. And so let's just see what the latest tweet is from Elon. When I tell y'all, he has been going in on the administration. And like I said, it's not particularly maybe good news. Oh, but it's interesting news. I got my own notification. I'm like, what the heck? Not now. Okay. People are petty. I opened up Twitter and seen something rather. All right. Let's search Elon. His latest tweet is, he has two flags up, and Stephanie Tyler, Fox News comments in a great place to understand conservative views since they get so much traffic. I was curious what the people were saying about Elon Boo Boo talking the Better Business Bureau, and I'm shocked. Almost every comment is in agreement with Elon. Okay, that's him self-grandizing. Elon Musk, America is going bankrupt extremely quickly, and everyone seems to be whistling it away, whistling past the graveyard. The Defense Department budget is a big budget. It's $1 trillion a year, and interest payments on the national debt just exceeded the Defense Department. So Elon is really not too happy right now. And if you understand his personality, if you understand the president's personality, this could prove to be very, very interesting. For the Democrats, if they had the right energy and allowed new leadership like Jasmine Crockett and others, AP and others, Cory Booker, he's kind of a middler. He's cool with the new crew, and the old crew embraces him because he's been there a while. But he has kind of that energy, which we'll get to another point in a minute about the Democrats. So Elon and the president may and Stephen, it's about to get real petty now. These are serious things in the context of these are people that are just like diarrhea, putting out executive orders to be somewhat of a distraction. A lot of them are being combated. That's why they're trying to break up the three branches of government. We have executive, judicial, and legislative. And executive, judicial, legislative. I believe that's it. And so it just, anyway, as you all know, I ain't been watching. I really haven't been watching CNN, y'all. It's so interesting. So let me do a little more political, a little national, a little local, and then we'll go to the thankfulness. And by then we should get ready to wrap up because I have another new meeting today. I got to get out of here and get ready for, and then get out of here. So the other thing, as I mentioned, the Democrats, is that the sister, the wonderful Haitian sister, part of the LGBTQ plus community, Jean, I want to spell her, Karine Jean-Pierre. It's archived when she was now. Oh, it's archived because she was the White House secretary. She's written a book. And also, he left the Democratic Party and is now independent. And if you look at the subtitle there, it says, "A Look Inside a Broken White House Outside of Party Lines." Sorry. When you first see that, you believe that someone that has been in the White House, the press secretary that was so close to Biden, at first impression, you believe that she's about to, what's his name? Not Comey. The other one that did a book recently and kind of slam, Biden a little bit. I can't, not Trapper. I can't think of the guy's name. Begins with a T. He's an author. I think that was either in the White House or adjacent to it. And so when you first look at that a look inside a broken White House outside of the party lines, one would think that she's about to clap Biden and the past administration. And so she's been getting attacked. And it's not what it looks to be. If you observed her during the Biden administration in her time in that space, very balanced, but very forthright as well. And so it's going to be an interesting read. I will admit, I'll throw audio books on or whatever, or if it's on a Kindle, I'll read. But this one, yeah, I need to see what she has to say. All right, that's national politics. I just want to jump in and say what's up to Brandon. Thank you so much, brother, for making yesterday happen with Daniel, aka Terminology. We got a lot of good feedback, a lot of comments, a lot of engagement. And so that was definitely an awesome event. Speaking of that, don't forget that Brother Daniel will be with us on next Wednesday for Midday Java at 12 o'clock on Wednesday, June 11th. Also, as I mentioned, next week, there are 3 shows, 10 a.m., 12 noon, and 8 p.m. Mathematics, I'll have a flyer ready for that soon. Mathematics, a local author, just published a book that came out, rapper, dad, advocate, activist. He's coming in at 8 p.m. that night. And so going to be a long day next Wednesday. But Brandon, thank you so much for making that happen yesterday. Some local politics. This came up a little bit yesterday. I didn't get as much trolling as I thought I would, which I'm not mad about. But, the mayor responded to the video that came out, and just some of the stuff in this election season is going to be very interesting. And so it's important we pay attention to the facts. It's also important that we don't allow, politics and stuff. Will Dickerson, others have put posts up about every 4 years. Some cases, some of this stuff is ongoing. It just intensifies every 4 years. But pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to our, mental health, local politics, national politics, life. It's very real. So the mayor responded and said, excuse me, I will clip that out and put that up because it was just a teeny bit, not shady, but just, I'm getting ready to take a sip. So you know what that means. So yeah, it's very interesting. There is a canyon for improvement. We're all real about that. But I talked to 3 different individuals yesterday, and they expressed the concerns and suggestions for the administration, and the campaign. But also they expressed that because their belief and support is that the incumbency should get a second term. So yeah, I haven't, if you've been paying attention, I haven't been going too deep, little posts here and there and whatnot. But what the mayor raised yesterday about OCPF, that's major. A PAC can have nothing to do with the campaign. It's supposed to be independent, no communication. Now let's keep it 100. You've moved in any political spaces. 8 layers under it's somewhere. If 100% is breaking the law, I wonder if folks be doing 99.8%. That's why we need PACs with people with integrity and are about the issues. Candidate, yes, but a lot of PACs are based on issues. So anyway, what was revealed about the PAC and this person doing stuff for the campaign was interesting. And so I haven't done a dive into it. I haven't delved into it rather. But that was major. The truth about White Stadium and things like that ad that just, White Stadium's going to be luxury boxes and beer gardens. With all the advocacy and the pushback and the activism that the community is doing, if there was an impression there was just going to be this posh thing with beer gardens all day, we would have been heard about that. So anyway, let me, Elder Woodson, good morning to you. Finkley, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Let's go over to the comments and check in. I see a name in here that I have not seen in a few weeks because she out running around the world. Rochelle, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Tay, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Let's go up. I'll do the thankfulness in a few minutes. Let's just see some of the response to the commentary. Pastor Marion said it was discerned from the beginning of the Musk and Trump partnership that it wasn't going to last. Pastor Marion, you got that right. She also says if the destructive bill gets passed, we won't be able to afford travel. I think I named this once, and I'll name it again because it just needs to be on our radar. If you are a Section 8 recipient, I did find that now. So why I say that is because the federal government through HUD is trying to take away Section 8 and programs that are for elderly, those that, aren't working, those with disabilities, those that can't pay market rent. We know what Section 8 does. They're trying to take that away. And right here in Boston, what's at risk is 8,800 families being potentially homeless and 11,000 children being potentially homeless. They're either children or people, individuals. No, 8,800 families, as I said, and 11,000 children could be homeless. This was in one of the, I think when the mayor or the state is suing in retaliation to trying to stop Section 8 and stop funding. And so I just, courts, judges, attorney generals, they're fighting. But there's some things we want to keep in the back of our mind. So to Pastor Marion's point where she was saying that, with what's going on, we may not have funds to travel. What also is going on is the thing I mentioned about Section 8 and then this thing with Medicaid, Social Security, and things like that. And so it's there is an intentionality to attempt to cause chaos, heartache, death, increased poverty. So there's just mass chaos and crime goes up and all this other stuff. So it's an easier road to declare martial law. And they're slow. Project 2025 was written years ago. The culmination of it is what we know as Project 2025. But the ideology intensified after Obama got elected. Prior to that, they've been working on this since the civil rights movement. And so I say that to say that they'll be patient and they'll slowly creep things into place that will cause people to panic, attempt, if at their best, they want people to be homeless, hungry, and with heartache. And when people are homeless, hungry, and with heartache, people get desperate and they get in a mode of survival. And so that's why it's important. Keep these little things in mind, but then also remember our joy, remember our creativity, remember that as Black folks, we've been here and been through some things and our ancestors, and we're here as their offsprings. So I didn't mean to get that deep. To Pastor Marion's point, we just, the distraction, yes, and also the thing about, economy and travel, that is real. And again, I think I touched it once last week or the week before. But that's why it's so important that we, save, try to be as healthy as we can, be in fellowship. My point about them being patient and waiting is, and this thing of trying to just cause all of this, and I'll close this part out, is that, congressional election next year. And then if in around late 27, 28, things are so bad that you can declare martial law and it spills over until the election. So I'm going to leave that there and get ready to go into our thankfulness as we get ready to wrap up. Food stamps was the other one. Thank you, Pastor Marion. I know it was a Medicaid, Social Security, and SNAP or food stamps. Thank you. That was the other one as well. All right. That's it for the commentary. And we're going to go practice some thankfulness. Mother Davis is letting us know, thankful for physical therapy today, 2 p.m., very intense, serious therapy. But Mother, last I saw you was putting in some work and getting it done. So we sent strength your way. Real Boston Media is in the room. I'm just kind of their favorite subject. I'm in here going off about a little politics. All right, let me go up and you all help me. If you already put it in, that's fine. If you have not, even if you're over on Instagram, put in one word for thankfulness. So far, we've had 2 folks for family. Nisi said she's thankful for waking up this morning. Milagro said on my other page, it didn't work for me. So back to, I don't know what is going on with Facebook and these it's just aggravating. And you know me, I'm going to sit here and try to figure it out. Because, sometimes people may go on the James W. Hills page trying to look. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't know why it's not doing it. Edit post. You can't edit the privacy. This is just dumb. But it says 3 people are on there. So I don't know. I guess it's just friends. I'm not worried about it. All right, that's why we have to practice thankfulness. I was in a whole nother screen, y'all. All right. God's grace, Rochelle said, is her reason for thankfulness. Oh, Pastor Marion said Java with Jimmy. Thank you. Milagro said that they don't care about us. They want us to get that part. They want us against each other. Donna Williams Bowen, good to see you in the room. Oh, Jesus, I got janky. I'm being janky, I know. I got to follow up with you. And thank you for all that. We need to talk, Donna, because you be curating some wonderful, good information. And yeah. But shout out to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. All right. A few dates, and then we're going to get ready to wrap up. Don't forget that on Saturday, we will be with Daddy and me. Also, the City of Boston Civic Summit is on Saturday as well. And I got up until 12 o'clock to decide if I'm going to go. They are full to capacity, but I might go just to get the information and come back and share that with you all. But also we have the Daddy and Me literacy programs event. One, I think, is in Emmanuel College, and then the other one is way up in Hyde Park. And then Summit starts in the morning, and Daddy Me, it starts at 11. And so anyway, those are a couple of dates that are going on, a couple of programs. The Civic Summit is full. But what's not full is the Daddy and Me literacy programs event at Martini Shell up in Hyde Park on Truman Highway, I believe. So check that out. Also on Wednesday, don't forget, we have 3 shows. 10 a.m. With Boston Waterfront Coalition, 12 noon with Brother Daniel, aka Terminology, is coming back, and we're going to do a deeper dive into fatherhood, some of his story as well. I didn't get him too much yesterday, and Pops either. First time folks in the cafe, we try to get their story, but you got a little bit of sense of both of them. But Brother Daniel, aka Terminology, is going to come back at 12 noon, and then at 8 p.m. and next 12 noon and 8 p.m. with the brothers. It's going to be a very, I know that both of those are going to be very thoughtful, intriguing, remarkable, deep conversations. So share this with some brothers. The flyer for Daniel in both mathematics will be coming out soon. When you see that information, tag some brothers, send it to them in the text and say, hey, check out either the 12 noon or also the 8 p.m. And just because this one is created and I put time into making it, we'll put it here. So don't forget, next Wednesday at 12 noon, Brother Daniel is coming back from the Good Dad Gang, aka Terminology. It'll be part 2 with him. And then at 8 p.m. we'll be with mathematics. Then on the 13th, we are going, Cindy Diggs is having her 60th birthday party. Hi, Cindy. We'll be with Cindy Diggs then. And then on the 14th, we're doing a focus group with some men around mental health. It's just busy. The 15th is Father's Day. I'm going to go check out my goddad who's speaking that morning. So anyway, show-related stuff. To get back to that. And also not just show-related, but the Black Men and Boys Commission is having the Father's Day breakfast brunch on June 19th. And it's going to be a great event. I did find out that at about a capacity of just short of 200, they are already at close to 150. And I know some people that were there registered yesterday. So there may be now only about 20 seats left for the Father's Day breakfast and brunch. And so if you know a father that you think should go and he can take his son, go. I mean, send them the information. And invite them to be a part of that. That's June 19th. Also, keep in mind, it'll be virtual. I'm not stressing y'all about coming out. I'm only doing a half an hour show. And it would take folks longer to get there than you would be there. And of course, you can go and enjoy the museum. But we will be live for our first mini residency, kicking that off on June 28th at the Museum of Science at 10 a.m. Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So I'm letting y'all know now. Plan to get up and watch. That's our regular time anyway. So, all right, that is it for me this morning. One more check on the comments before we get ready to wrap up, and we will let you go. Tashad, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Absolutely, our elders are a huge priority and definitely special to me. Jay Meekum is on Instagram. I just mentioned Waterfront Wednesdays. Next Wednesday, they will be with us at 10 a.m. next Wednesday. Jay, if you're still listening, I need an updated headshot. So can you please send me a headshot, please? No, we'll go through the proper protocols with the Waterfront Coalition folks. But good to see them over on Instagram as well. All right, folks, we're going to get ready to wrap up. UCB, It is 10:35. UC, I'm sorry, Union Capital. You all get an hour of minutes today well, it is an hour, 60 minutes. You get an hour of points today. It's 10:35. So you get your hour. And I think that is it. I didn't see Miss Teresa in today, so I will check on her. Actually, we text. She probably knocked back out. We text, and so I'll check back in with her. Also, some of you remember some months ago, I had Brother Mario Rodriguez, who was on the show, and he was telling his story about, in the past, some things that happened within community that he was a part of. But now how he's changing the narrative, helping young people, my brother's keeper, and everything like that. I saw a video yesterday where he shared that his brother passed. And so the Mother's Board and others, I'm going to ask you all, he just puts Valter, Valter, but I'm going to ask you all to please keep Mario Rodriguez, a large part of our Cape Verdean brothers and sisters here, and probably, as he refers and says often, in the islands. Please keep Brother Mario in your prayers, his family, his wife as well, who's supporting him, those that are around him, the young men that he mentors. He's the type of dude that's being impacted by this, that if people are aware, because of how he is, it impacts them because they feel his mourning and grief, and they want to support him as well. So Mario, if you ever roll up on this episode to see, supporting you, bro, as I said in text, and we're praying for you and Brother Valter's family. So brother, we're sending strength your way and prayers your way, and we are here to support you the best way that we can. And you all, please keep Brother Mario in your prayers. Okay. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that before I go. The last thing I want to mention, Tashad put in elders, and my mother mentioned it, and I really didn't think too much about it, except that it was going to be nice weather. I asked our friend, hold on for 1 second. Just before Alexa tries to act up, I turned her down. But I asked Alexa this morning what the weather was. Right now, it's 86 degrees and it's 10:38, and it's June 5th. We're not going to get into climate change and environmental justice and things like that. That's an influence. Let's not sleep. But today they are talking 91. Not a heat wave. Tomorrow will be in the high 70s, and it's going to rain tomorrow, and it's going to rain on Saturday. It's going to rain on Saturday. I hope not. That's why Pop said that everything is working out for Daddy and me, the event, except he needs the weather to work with him. So y'all pray that there be no rain, at least from 6 a.m. on Saturday until, by the time they pack up, if it's over at 3, at least until 7 p.m. Okay? So pray for no rain on Saturday for Daddy and Me literacy program. But just today, it's going to be hot. So, just pay attention, hydrate, pay attention to your activity. If you're going out, not just the seniors, but everyone, if you have respiratory issues, asthma, if you have allergies, I think that's probably why Miss Teresa ain't on, because I could hear it in her voice the other day. Her allergies were acting up. So, and you just heard me just sniffle. So yeah. Well, sniff, not sniffle, because I ain't claiming those sniffles. I got a gala to go to tonight. So with some young people. Awesome things that young people are doing at the Trinity Church there in Copley Square. We'll be with them this evening, and I was just asked to come and spend some time with these young people. And so I'm glad to do that, and we'll give you an update on that. Wait. Today's Thursday. Y'all know what Thursday is. Today's my Friday. So we won't see you all until sometime on Saturday. I'll probably go live from the event. But yeah, today's Thursday. So we won't be scheduled to see you until Monday. All right. Tashad says we have to check on our elders and make sure they are in temperate conditions, depending on the weather, and that they have water and food. Don't wait for them to call you. We must check on them. Absolutely. If my mom got my sisters there. So One there. But if you know folks that live by themselves, definitely check in on them. And just in general, just check in on them. So, all right, Pastor Marion, we'll see you as well. And take care, everybody. Hydrate, check on your neighbor, keep Brother Mario in prayer. Also keep the weather, ask Jesus to just hold back the rain so these brothers and families can have a great day. The temperature itself, about 76 on Saturday. That's a great temperature. And it says 55%. So let's hope that 55% is not between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. You know how the clock goes. All right, I'm off of here, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And remember to be intentionally thankful. Ma, thank you for the prayers. Please add him to the prayer list, you and Sharon. Also, you all hold June 19th. Sister Sharon is being ordained. I know it's on Juneteenth in the evening, but we're going to try to get up there because Juneteenth is the breakfast and it's not the cookout because I would not be going to church after the cookout. But Sharon, congratulations to you. Years, and we'll do more closer to the 19th, but years of ministry. Mr. Brown, Plumbing Tech, good to see you over on Instagram as well. Love you too, Mother. And everybody else that's in the cafe. Milagro, behave. You have a good weekend too, Nisi. And again, we will see you all Monday at 10 a.m. outside of some check-ins. All right.